Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, for being here. We're all excited about the prospects out there, and I guess I'd just take a quick moment to give ourselves a pat on the back as the United States Congress approving a bipartisan infrastructure bill, man. I mean, this is a big deal. We agree to disagree on a lot of things, but frankly, when it comes to bread and butter issues, country comes together, Congress comes together, and we do this. A little bit of a shout out for, dozen Democrats, dozen Republicans, and made sure it got all the way to the finish line on the House side. But that's just the nature of legislation. And this is the broadband deployment here is just going to be absolutely transformational for everyone on this panel and everyone in this country, where we're finally, hopefully, all connected. We got 137,000 Oregonians without broadband access. That's totally unacceptable. Congress has made this historic investment and hoping that it actually gets dispersed in the timely manner. I think Mark Wayne's comments are very spot on, as have others. And just want to make sure folks know, what are going to be the impediments. You've alluded to a couple of them. The shot clock versus getting it out the door. We also have the mapping issue. And what is the realistic timeline to make sure we get it out over. I want to give folks back home a realistic timeline so no one's disappointed. They can get their ducks in a row and know how to go about getting the grants out there.
Well, it's a great question, Congressman, and I appreciated talking to you about some of these issues. The timeline, we are going to be moving forward aggressively against the timeline that's put forward in the statute. The key first date for us is in less than 90 days. By May 16th, we will be putting out our notice, or we call it our notice of funding opportunity, our NOFO, and that will be when the shot clock starts, or the starting gun goes off is a better way to say it. And right after that, states will be immediately able to apply for planning grants. Very simple. $5 million planning grants to every state and territory that wants them. We're going to make it really easy for them to get them. Planning is a key part of this, and so I'm really glad that Congress wisely included planning money for states. That will start things off right away. The key next thing is we're going to be looking for the maps, and the FCC is working on that. That is probably going to take till later in the year from what they've said. I think this summer, the FCC chairwoman has said the maps will start to be available. There'll be a challenge process, and then it'll be later in the year when states can really use those maps to get their allocations and start putting their plans in. So it is, the statute, the law that Congress put in was very careful. States have to put together plans. We're going to be approving those plans. It takes a little while before money will get, dirt will get shoveled, but we're going to work through it very, very as quickly as we can, given the process that Congress set forward.
So where are the communities? Who should the communities go to get the support? I mean, there's a lot of small rural counties and towns and communities that don't really have big grant writing operations. And, the understanding the myriad complexities of this legislation may be a little bit beyond them. And certainly they can call my office and everyone on the Zoom here, but who should they contact in your office, and when do you anticipate being staffed up enough that they can get a call back? I don't want to call you and you don't have anybody there, so give us some timeline.
Probably the most important thing that we are doing right now is building out a big team of people who will be there to work with states and communities on getting access to these funds. And so we are going to have here a team of folks where there's a person dedicated to the state of Oregon. They're going to wake up every morning and think, how do I make Oregon succeed in these grant programs? There will be a person that you and the state government will know they can reach out to at NTIA, who will be their point person for these programs. And our hope is that that you all will help us be an emissary to the states and communities. We will make sure you know who those people are here, and we'll make sure that you can help get anybody who's got questions. It's sort of an operators are standing by kind of thing. That's the most important thing that we can do.
When will that occur? When is it realistic for us?
It is happening now. We already have a state broadband leaders network that's been around for a while. We are building out, and by May 16th, we will have a lot of that capacity in place so that when the starting gun goes off, people will know who to call.
Excellent, excellent. Good luck. Thank you so very much.
Thank
and I'll
you.
be back,
Yeah,
Mr. Chair.
thank you.